crazy few emotional days for me, mental days. Like folks just be. I think for we just talked about being people's trash cans, and I just had to go on and block somebody real quick. 'Cause I'm not about to be talking about this. Love you, but for right now I can't. I got my own going on and do. And sometimes people don't want to hear that. Look, I can't hear your. I can't today. And if you don't care, well then I just gotta go. Because what I'm not about to do is overexert myself and over mentally, what do you call it? Whatever. I'm not about to do it. Folks need to understand that everybody don't always gotta listen to your problems. Maybe if you listen, you won't have so many people that you need to call about your problems. Hell, some of it gotta be your fault. Now, hell, I got listening to that. You better grow up. I'm telling y'all, I'm not friend. I'm not family member. You can count on me to set your ass straight. I'm not about to keep doing this with you. And you're not about to keep. No, I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all be talking about, oh, I want to meet you in person until I got to tell you something. Everybody want to be around me until I'm in your business. And then it's, oh, or you know what, you crazy. There's something wrong with you. Right, right, right. But right before I said all this to you, everything was good, right? You just don't want to hear what I got to say? Okay, well, just say that then. Just say that. Y'all see how my summer color is leaving? Y'all see how pale CERCA is getting? I'm losing my summer color. Listen here. And then we still gonna be, listen. Right. I need some sun. This is not me right here. I am the chocolatey, caramely. Like, what is this? I will listen and cry a little bit, but dust myself off and keep on. Listen here. Trying to tell you, I love the people around me, but one thing that I can't do is, I don't know, certain things can be avoided, I feel like. And that's with everybody. I love y'all too. What y'all been doing? What y'all been doing over here? Oh, is it cold where everybody at? Them portable toilets showed up today. The get 5 of the heaters showed up today. The propane was already here. And I'm waiting on the other stuff for tomorrow. I got dude wipes and cottonelle wipes, the washcloths, the the disposable washcloths. It'll be 5 more heaters or something here tomorrow. 4, and then something else. I don't know. Precepts class on Daniel. Okay, all right. It is cold. It's not as cold, excuse me, as it's been. Don't feel too hot today, but I'm making it. Oh, you don't feel good. I'm sorry, pumpkin. Get you some what is that? Under Armour. What is them drinks? Them things work when you see whatever that Under Armour, whatever that is. I think it's called Under Armour drinks. I don't know. They got purple and all of that. Man, every time I done felt like crap, if I start the body armor, thank you. The body armors, get you a couple of them. Yeah, get you a couple of them right now and just start drinking them. I don't know what they do, but when I'm sick, if I get it, I think it's the coconut water in there. You said you heard that Teslas are useless in the cold winter. Well, we found out they was useless when they started selling 2023s for $16,000. And all the people that couldn't afford Teslas about to go out and get them, and they don't even realize why they selling them so cheap. They ain't even paying no attention that they a piece of junk. See what happens when you always gotta be on the trains? You waste money, and you buy a whole bunch of stuff that's useless, expensive stuff that is useless. It don't have no value whatsoever. Cause how was them like some of the most expensive cars or whatever, and all of this, and now they worth $16,000. Let me ask you a question. Who remembers when we did the class on Jordans? One of our first classes when we started talking about value versus expensive, there's a lot of people that didn't know it only costs $12 to $16 to make a pair of Jordans. Y'all remember that? It was a lot of people in that class was like, wait a minute, what? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So with the y'all remember? And it was a whole bunch of people like, wait a minute, no. And I was like, yeah. You spending $300 on some damn shoes that cost $12 to make. Don't you look like boo boo fool? Hate to say it. Cost $12 and you pay $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $900 for some shoes that cost $12 to make. You'll laugh at somebody that got on some Walmart shoes that cost $45 and their $45 shoes cost $35 to make. So who's laughing now? You hear me? That leather pair of boots that you got at Walmart costs $35. Your Jordans cost $12 to $16. And Walmart only tacked on an extra $15. You paid 1,607 times of what they was worth. How you feel? You can get a beautiful leather bag from Susie's or Ross or one of those places that's actually from an Italian leather company, right? For $30, $40 marked down. That's gonna last you longer than any Louis Vuitton or one of them little whatever bags you be buying. I used to be in the clothing industry. I had a clothing company. And I went to where the buyers, I didn't told y'all this. I went to New York, down to Gotham Hall, where they have the big thing and all the buyers from Sears. And I wasn't even supposed to be in there. Your company's supposed to make $250,000 a year in order to even go to this damn thing. And my company wasn't even probably making $15,000 a year. And the lady said, I don't know how you got approved, but if you can get here, you can get in. I said, bet I'll be there. Me and my suitcase. You just wait for me. I'm on my way. My brother-in-law worked at the airport. I said, hey, bro, I need one of the buddy passes. I got you when I get back. My uncle was staying in Connecticut and working and driving up to the city. I'm like, Unc, I need to bunk with you. Then I got there and they was like, it's going to be $200 to get in. No, I ain't got no $200. I don't got that. That's what it said on the thing, right? I'm like, well, damn, y'all said I could get it. I ain't got it. Why did we get there? And there was some kind of computer shortage, and they was just, as long as your name was on the list, they was letting you in for the whole weekend. Because I didn't have $200 to give them. I said, I'm in this thing. What you just said? You said miracles do happen. I got here for $110 round trip on my brother buddy pass same day. Going from Phoenix to New York? Absolutely not. That don't happen, but it do for me. Then I get there, and the lady like, we don't know how you got approved, but if you can get here, you can get here. Because this company ain't making no $250,000, nothing. As a matter of fact, I might be getting ready to lose my apartment here in a minute. This is why I'm trying to get this business going. You know what I'm saying? When I tell y'all my daddy that came through for me, and people be like, wait a minute, what? I thought you said, yeah, because see, I prayed on in the car. He know what I need, and he know what I'm trying to do. I don't gotta worry about how it come. Yes, it's a little stressful when I don't know. But if I understand that once I can't do nothing, it's out of my control, and he got a cake baking for me on the other side, I just got to sit back. Favor ain't for it, so do it different. I be like, I'm sorry. I don't know what. Talk to your dad more. The favor will start to follow you. That's it. He just be wanting you to talk to him, but when you keep going around him, well, you ain't learned the damn secret yet. Don't be mad at me. You keep trying to go around his plan. Line up, and everything you asking for gonna be right there, like a damn Mario coin, like a coin from Sonic the Hedgehog. They gonna be right there. You just gotta run and grab it. That's it. It's gonna be right in your way. But when you keep trying to come up with plans and you keep going, God don't need your help. Excuse me. He don't need any of your help at all, actually. For nothing, for none of your plans. He don't need. He said, make your plans and then let me take care of it. Once I realized, and it took me a long time because I kept hearing people say what I needed to be doing. You need to do this, and you got them kids. You need to be doing that, and you need to be doing this, and you need to be doing that. But I started listening to God. What you want me to do? And I started seeing that my life started going the way that it wanted to go. And He would send people to me that was telling me stuff, but because it didn't sound like what I was used to hearing, I wouldn't listen. But that would be the right information. Sometimes a person ain't gonna yell at you and scream at you to give you something. People are used to only taking stuff that's shoved down their throat. Well, why you can't just try it? Why I gotta be all up in your face arguing and yelling with you for you to hear me? No, here, try this. I shouldn't have to tie you down to make you take something that's good for you. But people are so used to opposing what's different that they never get a different thing in life. They always end up at the same place. It's always the same thing. And then their speech. Your speech has a lot to do with why you don't see what you're supposed to see. Because you pay for it and then you talk about how long this. I know it's going to take a long time. No, it ain't going to take a long time for nothing. God is time. It don't have to take a long time. You speak. I won't have this for 5 years. God said I was going to give it to you next Tuesday. That ain't nothing. That's nothing for me to do. But when you put yourself in God's place and you say, oh, this can't come until I work all this overtime, well, then you're right, it can't. But if you say, God, I'm going to, sow this seed of how 10% of whatever it is or 1%, He only needs 1%. Because I've done 1%. 1% could be $3, but I need this. I need this 3,000 or whatever it is, and it will show up because God only need a mustard seed. The bank needs you to have 20%. He don't even need that. You can have $1. He said, I can work with that. That's fine. That's all I need. I just need to see what you got in on it. What you're gonna lay the foundation, or what you gonna do? Because faith is the foundation for everything you want to see. It ain't nothing for Him to bring it to you. It ain't nothing, but do you really believe that He can do it? And people be mad when what you say out of your mouth really come true. But guess what? They don't realize they be doing it too, because every time that they say this is gonna keep happening, it's always something. What you got, you spoke too. I mean, what you spoke, you got it too. It worked for you. If you just switch that and say, no, it's gonna be different this time. I know that was just my my learning experiences that I can be better at this. If you change the way that you speak about your situation changes. If you say I'm tired, you start to feel more tired. If you say I'm hurting, you start to feel more pain. But when you stop focusing on what ain't right and just start focusing on how you want to feel, all of a sudden you feel better. When you say I'm not about to be angry and you turn on some music, then you're not angry. So everybody is getting what they speak. It's just what you're speaking. And don't be mad at me because I learned not to speak that book over my life. But the devil had tricked me too. He don't got a war against you if you your best enemy. I already know I ain't about to get it. I already know I ain't gonna have it. I already know they not gonna. I already know what's gonna happen. This happened every time. I already knew you wasn't gonna be. I already knew. Oh, okay, well then you weren't looking for nothing anyway. You ain't got no expectations, and God is only gonna give you what you ask for. And it ain't just here; it's really here. Because the Bible says, so as a man thinketh, so is he. And whatever you speak, you going to have. I don't know what y'all don't get about it. So if you always talking about you already knew you was going to be irritated, and you already knew, you hear me? Is somebody that got internet Tourette's in here? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I thought I read that right. Okay, so Drop Dead's friends are here. You just ignore them. Don't add them or nothing. Drop Dead friend, his friend is here. Okay, I was just making sure. Moving back to what I was saying. So with that, um, yeah, whatever you speak, you gonna have it. Okay. So if you are always saying what isn't gonna happen, don't be disappointed when it don't. If you already say, I know I'm gonna fail, don't be mad when you do, because you spoke that over your own life. You spoke that you're not gonna find nobody that's gonna love you. You spoke that you fat. Now this I did to myself. I said, "Ooh, I'm gaining weight, honey." I didn't say I'm gaining it in the right places. I just said I'm gaining weight. Yeah, well, it's then came on my back, under my arms, right here. I got a little bit of a double chin. Never had that before. So yeah, I gained weight everywhere. I think even my feet. I think even my feet gained weight. Be more careful. I said, God, I just want my weight back. He said, oh, yeah, okay, here you go. He always going to give you an abundance. And a nigga gained 50 pounds. Here we died there. Like, what in the, what, this wasn't the abundance I was talking about. Not extra skin. That is not what I was talking about. I don't know what happened. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you ask for, because he'll give you more than what you ask for. He's highly capable of doing so. So much so that you can't fit it. He said that, and I can't fit in none of my pants. I'm in a clothing crisis as we speak. He said, I'll give you more than you could ask for. And guess what? He said, so much so that you ain't got no room to fit it in there. Well, that's right. That's like my jeans and stuff. And my shirts and my over the shoulder holders and stuff. I done had to get a bigger space for it to hold everything that's in there. You see what I'm saying? He'll give you abundance in everything. He will give you in abundance in everything. Be careful. Be careful what you talk about. Thank you so much. Be careful what you talk about. I promise you, because it'll come on. It'll come right on over to your house. You said facts. I'm a witness. Listen here. Be careful what you talking about. I'm serious, y'all. Think about this. Okay, who want y'all want to do an exercise? Because I'm gonna be honest, I really don't have no scripture right now because folks keep being putting extra stuff on my mind like I already have my own. But anyway, think about the 3 negative things that you know that you say, and let's write them down and ask God to remove that from your speech. If you're not driving and you can get a pen and paper, do you say I hate a lot? I already know this is about to be, or if they do this, I already know I'm gonna be mad. What statements do you, or if the traffic is bad, what is the statement that you might think or and say every day as to why it end up being the same thing? Or what are you scared of pushing past? What wall has fear trapped you behind the door that you won't walk through? Mhm. What door are you scared? You said hitting every red light. That part. So God said He hated right. I thought we were allowed to hate because no. That's no. He said love the things. I get what you're saying. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your speech. And when you say, I hate when this happened. I hate when this happened, or it's always something. You gotta look into, because what you say and what you're thinking while you're saying it is it's the water and the seed. Here's the seed. Here's the water. Okay, and the product of that is you getting what you thought and said. Seed, water. So if you say in your mind, if Susie at work says anything to me, I'm gonna be irritated. Guess what guess what you just spoke? Because if the Bible say you have what you speak, you just spoke Susie getting on your nerves all day at work as soon as you get in. You didn't say, God, thank you for a peaceful day. Why you didn't say that? Why you didn't say my ride to work is gonna be great? I'm gonna play my music. Why you didn't say, God, thank you for letting everybody be at work and everybody that's at work have a great. He said you speak what you have what you speak. So why you ain't speaking the good stuff? Why do you instantly go to I already knew this was gonna happen? It's never gonna work. Blah 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 blah. Whatever it is. I already knew my husband was gonna lie. I already knew this, that, and the other. Now, if God has told you something, that's something different. Like when I tell you I already knew, it was because I could go to my journal because God had told me. But I didn't automatically assume that just because my ex cheated on me that this nigga was. I didn't automatically assume that the things that I went through with the ex that I was going to go through with my husband. But every time that you see a little trouble and you say, I already knew, or you automatically, then you don't have no faith that God can change it. That is the issue. Is the trouble. The trouble is him showing you how big he is. I keep telling y'all that. I had 250 questions. I said I'll get 198. And what did 52 incorrect? What? Uh-oh. You seek whatever you have. And as long as you keep rehearsing the past, you're going to continue to have that. So if you always talk about what you don't want and what you don't like, guess what you're going to get? Whatever you talk about, you have. So if you always talk about what you don't want to happen, instead of talking about what you do want to happen, then what do you get? Yeah, but we're not talking about nobody else. We talk smoke on. We only talking about self right now. This has absolutely nothing to do with anyone else. This is a self-reflection moment about what things have you spoke over your own life. We're not talking. I get it. I get to see stuff in people too. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about what trouble have you brought to your own life because of the way that you think and speak. That's it. If God says that you have what you speak and you're only always talking about what you don't like, please answer the question, what will you get? What are you going to get? Where is it? I done knocked it down some damn way. Oh, man. Y'all better be happy. Oh, wake up, niggas. It's y'all here. Wake up. Because I feel like I'm talking to myself. I say it. If you keep speaking negative, what will you get? Negative. Thank you. Use a whole bunch of answers. What I just said. If I only say what I don't want, if I'm only talking about what I don't want, that's all I'm going to get. Do you understand? understand? The Bible says, as a man or a person thinks, so they are. So if you say I'm dumb, you're not ever going to go looking for any knowledge. If you say I'm always going to be overweight, you'll never start working out. If you say I'm always going to be single, guess what? Don't look for nobody to come to you. If you only talking about what you don't like about the people around you, but you don't get your ass up and go try to find new people, you gonna keep on getting the same. I mean, what? What have you done to change your situation? You don't even gotta leave your house to do that. You can get anything you want to know. You find out everything else. The way I wrote that 65-page business plan with 25 pages of 5-year financials, and a nigga ain't been to not name business school, and they was gonna give me $1.3 million as I got my butt on Google instead of being in people business on social media. I started looking up business terms and bought business plans for dummies and this and that. I invested my time and my money in something else when I didn't even have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. But you know what? I have been able to give business information to people that have degrees and they got it and didn't even get it. Said to me, I'm about to graduate and I don't know what the hell you talking about. And I got a degree in business. And God set me at home for 365 days exactly. And I took it and I laid it in front of those investors. And they said, where did you get this business model? We've never met a person like you. Yes. We're going to start out with 250. You do this, you do that, and you got the money from us. So much so that this man pulled out that black card. I said, can I hold it? To pay for our lunch. I said, I'm going to have me one of these one day. So is. Can I just hold it? He said, sure. Sure, you definitely will if you get on this right now. And y'all know what that idea was? Watch phones. 2 years before Samsung and Apple had y'all wearing them. Got the business time and day stamp receipts to show it. He said, this is a remarkable idea. I said, I know, right? And all my homeboys and all my friends, I can show you pictures. I got time and day stamp where they still had the keyboards on them, baby, and I was banging them in the hood. And you could put 2 lines on them, and they didn't have to be connected to your phone. And I got my business plan right over there. It's time and day stamped. July 3rd or 7th of 2012. You look and see when the Apple Watch came out, and look and see when the Samsung came out. 13 and 14, boo. 13 and 14. And I had them for children. I had them for elderly people. But see, I had international cards in mine because they taking the babies across the borders. And at the time when I started my company, I was in Arizona where they were snatching kids and taking them across the border. So they could locate the kid within 6 feet of where they were. I was my own phone company at 32 years old. Out of my house. Could turn on phones, all of that. Like you go to the little people at the gas station and you can get you a little phone and stuff. Yeah, CERCA was doing that. And banging watch phones to folks in the hood. They had their regular phone and 2 lines on their head. You know what I'm saying? I know what you need. Come on over here and talk to me. Yeah, come over here. Run me that 350 and I got you. Don't even trip. They're like, wait a minute, what you been talking to? Hello. Go on in the room. Hello, go on and say, hello. What's up, my nigga? What's up? They said, ain't nobody gonna want to be talking on their wrist. This is what my friends and my family told me. That's not a good idea. You need to get a job. And now it's a multi-billion-dollar business. I had the business side set up for the truckers and all of that so that they could track them no matter where they was at if they got hijacked. Oh, yes, I still got my business plan. It's all right there. And then right after that, my daughter got diagnosed with a brain tumor. What they said was a brain tumor. Not even 6 months. I said, this cannot be happening to me. And right when they was getting ready to start funding my company, because it takes about 6 months for them to get everything, I said, I can't take that money right now because I'll use it for the wrong reasons. My daughter just got, and I have to be, I'll use it for the wrong reasons. So I turned it down because I didn't want to mess up my name with these business people. Because I know I'd have got me and my baby together with that money. I would not have used it. And you cannot ask God for something, okay? And then not do what you said you was going to do with the things, because then you cheat yourself out of other opportunities for him to trust you. God has got to trust you. He gave me the business plan, but I had to make a choice on whether to do what I said I was going to do or use that money to not. Like, people pray for PPP loans and then they didn't do what they were supposed to do with them. And a lot of people's business, even though they had all that money, because you did not keep your vow to God when he went ahead and let you get approved and you did other things with it, that's why that money, you don't see it. You don't see where it went. It just was gone because he'll blow on it. And what you thought it was going to cost, it ended up costing more. And this just fees here and there and everywhere. He blew on it because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. That's a real thing. And I learned through a lot of hard knocks. And that's why I be trying to put as much fat on my people's heads as I can. Hey, you better keep your word even to him, because he's the person you're asking to change your life. But don't nobody want to keep giving somebody something they keep lying to you about when they're going to pay you back, or if they're going to be there for you even though you're there for them. That's not okay. You're not going to keep doing it. Somebody tell you, oh, I'm going to pay you back next week. And then they come next Friday, okay, well, can I get another 50 because, and then they don't, and you 300 in, and you like, no, I'm not giving you nothing because every week you tell me you're going to do this, and then I give it to you, and then you don't. So, no, I don't trust you. Pay me back some of the money, and maybe we can start over. But until you start showing me that you are a person of your word, I can't. I might even write that 300 off and just never loan you money again because you're not a trustworthy person and you don't do what you say. God be feeling like that too, because we beg him and beg him and beg him to give us all this stuff and to give us the raises and the car and the house and the person and all of this, and then we forget what we told God we would do if he gave us what we asked for. And then we get mad when it goes away. We get mad when it don't turn out. Well, you didn't keep your end of the bargain. And the Bible talks about it's better not to vow than to vow and not keep your vow. And you tell God, oh God, I'll do it if you, I won't, and blah, blah, blah. God, please, you know what I need. And then as soon as you get what you want, you back to what you about to do and all of this. So, okay, well, God see you too. And he waiting on you to be honest. He's waiting on, he wants you to be integral, because if you do it to him, you'll do it to your boss. If you do it to him, you'll do it to your wife. If you do it to him, you'll do it to your kids. If you do it to him, you'll do it to your mom. If you do it to him, you'll do it to your best friend. If you do it to him, you will do it to your spouse. So no, he can't let you get away with that. And you'll teach your children to be that way. You'll teach your nieces and nephews and your grandkids and everybody else around you to be that way. And so he can't let that seed keep growing, because then the world's going to get worse. So he got to cut it off somewhere. And sometimes it be you. You got to be the one. For real. It's a real thing. So a lot of people don't be wanting to see themselves and realize what they speak over their life. Like I told you, I don't let people speak crazy stuff. Oh, that's never going to happen for you. Boo, you don't ever get to ever hear anything I want to talk about ever again. Honey, we will not talk. If you the friend that's like, girl, that is not about to happen for you, and you dreaming too big, and gotta watch you. Girls, ain't nobody gonna want nobody with 4 kids. Really? Let's see about that. I guarantee you I can prove you wrong. Give me 5 minutes. Let me go through my Rolex. You said what? And you said you ain't got 0 and ain't got 3 niggas calling. You said, huh? You said what? You said why they keep coming over here to give me stuff. You said, huh? You said you ain't seen them go to my bedroom and won't. But you throwing them legs back behind your ears, baby. They used to call them a bucket, but with another word in front of it. You said, huh? You said what? See, now this ain't to nobody that have fertility issues. This is not to anybody that has fertility issues. Cover your ears. I'm not here to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing. This is not for anybody that has fertility issues, okay? You hear me? But this is something I used to say to people when CERCA was mean. Is y'all ready? I just want to tell y'all how God, he changed me. This is not to anyone that has fertility issues. That's a different subject. But to the chicks that used to come for me talking about, girl, you got 4 baby daddies, I said, don't be mad because don't nobody want to leave nothing for them to remember you by. Remember them by, that's all. They didn't count you worthy, honey. Whether he did what he was supposed to do or not, a man has to make it up in his mind. He didn't just want to be able to come back in your life. It's all it is. He won't worry about it. I didn't say it like that. I said it respectful for the internet. I said some other stuff when I was saying it back then. I cleaned it up. But that's what I said. I said what I said. You ain't making me feel bad about nothing. We need to be talking about what you got going on over there. As to why don't nobody want to come back and see you ever. Can we talk about that? Because these niggas be sitting outside my house with guns and crazy stuff. Got dots on my head, following me to my job, calling my mama, calling my brothers, calling everybody that I never took them to meet, nigga. They ain't got private investigators to find out where nigga is. You said what? Tracking devices on the car, real life. You said, huh? You ain't make me feel nothing. You don't make me feel nothing. Absolutely anything. I don't feel any shame or anything. None. Thank you, Kanisha. Yes. I didn't know who sent it because there wasn't no gift thing in there. Everybody was all excited about him. Y'all, Kanisha sent us chat. What's his name? Chadwick. I should know his name. What's his name? Because I'm going to give him a different name. You know that. But I didn't know who sent it. So I said, well, I put it up there. And then they'll. Thank you so much. What is his name? Hedgewick. Thank you. Hedwig. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to call him Sam, probably. He's probably going to be Sam Miguel. But you guys can call him whatever you want. But he's probably going to be Sammy. He looks like a Sammy to me. he looks like a Sammy. Girl, yeah, they tried to trap me. Because all my baby daddies is older. And they thought they found them a young dumb one, and I had to go and let them know that ain't even. That ain't even what you found over here. I promise you it ain't. I always look so comfortable, girl, because we don't be having time to be stressed out. Who done got more comfortable since we've been over here? Anybody else got a relax since you came to the WOIU? You learned how to relax. You wasn't walking around and all that extra tight stuff. Like you put your jammies on when you get in the house and you got your comfortable stuff on. Doesn't it feel just better? Get rid of the spandex unless you got to go out. And as soon as you get in, put on some stuff that moves with the flowy stuff. Stay lounging. And life is a lot. I know you don't feel as uptight. You said, and do be ready to get out. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. You can't tell me that your stress level don't go down when you come home. Big t-shirts. Right. You are happier. Be comfy is where it's at. Y'all be walking around in your robes, slide your feet, talk about shh. I even see our brothers in their roles. They be chilling in their roles too online. Like, yeah, man, because they just make you feel more. Ugh, don't nobody want to be uptight. We can breathe. That's exactly it. I just want to stay home. Yeah, get like that. You can't stand clothes. I'm trying to tell. Ain't nobody got time to be in all that all day. Let the air flow. Come on. And folks be mad because they all scrunched up like a sausage in a pack. I'm in my pajamas and robe right now. And is you learned how to relax. Y'all done jumped off the hamster wheel. And you realize you said just requested my robe and did. Come on with my stuff. Come on. I need my stuff. You hear me? Come on with my stuff. Come on. Come on. Give me my comfortable stuff. I don't listen, y'all. This is the thing. I grew out of everything. I'm currently wearing my husband's t-shirts. Oh, and they're well, you got a baby in there. That's different, girl. I know though. But then that'd be the best time to you can just wear whatever you want. You ain't gotta wear no bra on your last months or nothing. You be like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I don't care. They can just lay to the side. I'm already carrying enough. I don't care. I'm not putting the bra on. I'm just gonna sit here like a lump on a log. Listen, honey, you just let them girls go. After that, you be like, everything is gonna be where it's at, because I don't even want nothing touching me. I can't even. No, I don't want to. I don't want none of that. I just need to be free. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm happy you here, April. Yep, just let them be wherever. I'm trying to tell you, pregnancy is hard, man. You are creating a whole nother human being while trying to stay normal. While everything on you is blowing up like balloons and you can't sleep, your hips hurt, your back. Oh God. And then the kid had the nerve to tell you how you can lay. You gonna kick me in my ribs. I used to push back and say, we gotta share this body. You better act right or I will push back. I'm trying to tell you. Push. No, we gonna share this body. You're not gonna be in here giving me problems. You could get evicted. And all of my kids was preterm. So you can be out of here any day now. I'm trying to hold you in, but I don't have to. Like I can serve an eviction notice today. Like I could do that. They have NICUs. You'll be fine. Like they have a place for you. You don't have to be here. You could be another place. It's a real thing. What you're not about to do is keep making me piss on myself in front of company at work. You want to just tap dance on my bladder like that, and then gonna push up and stand up straight, on hanging on to my damn rib cage while tap dancing like this on my bladder. Get away from me. Oh, you can't. Well, hurry up and get out of here. Jumping up and down for no reason. Take their little knobby elbows and knees and have them right here sliding across like this. Quit! I hate to be like this. Stop. Stop. Now. Don't do that. You can move around, just not right now. I'm at church. I do not want to pee on myself at church. Stop it. You said my rib was big. Yeah, doing they little workouts and stuff in there. Let me get fit because I'm about to run this into the ground when I get out here. Let me make sure my reaching arms is good, my crawling arms is good. Like, no, you gotta go. You have got to go. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Bladder kicks are pain. Yeah, they be trying to kill you. Them kids be trying to unalive you from the inside. Listen here. Move your organ right. That part. So, back to what I was saying though. We have what we speak. And I don't even know how we got to them kids. But we have what we speak. If you are always only speaking about the things that you don't want to happen or that you already know, then you cancel out God giving you another opportunity to see something different. Because when you say, I already know what's going to happen, then you are saying, I'm getting ready to relive what I went through and I can't see nothing else. It's never going to be new. Why would you do that to yourself? When you say I already knew this was gonna happen, you said the same thing is gonna keep happening every time, even though I get my hopes up. That's weird. My friend told me the same thing. Gotta be more positive, girl. You gonna hear? Listen, God will. He gonna let you hear it on the TV. He gonna let you hear it on the bus, on the train, on the airplane. He gonna let you hear it on the boat. He gonna let you hear it in a moat. He is gonna let you hear it in the club, and even if you going to get a dub, he is gonna let you hear it. Like somebody gonna say something to you. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you. Like I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to say. I'm just saying. He'll let the homeboy that's taking you to go get your meds tell you a story about somebody and they said and you just be sitting there like, man, I'm just trying to go get my meds. Right. But you didn't hear it when your mama told you and your cousin told you and your sister told you. So now you gotta listen because you gotta ride with him to go get it. You said yes, you're right. Oh, she hit you when y'all was on. Oh, I must have. Okay. That right. Yeah, sometimes he let me see people's stuff. So if that applies, they was talking to you. They wasn't tripping and all. They just not. They had just no good. The Lord was using them. Don't try to say they was tripping because your mama said the same thing and she don't smoke. So there's that. But what's her excuse? What's the excuse for that? I'm just saying. Listen, we always have deep conversations, so you need to listen. Your friend, God keep using your friend to help you. And people get tired. I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of them, and I get tired of when my phone rings. I just had to tell somebody, hey, I'm not gonna have this conversation. I don't want to no more. If you're not looking for a solution, please don't call me. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, why are you calling me? I don't want to deal with your attitude when I try to tell you something. I don't have to tell you, and I don't have to answer my phone when you call. I don't have to give you no information, especially when I know I got it. And not always, but for the most part, the reason you call me is because you know I got the answer. So then you don't want to listen. So I don't want to talk to you. Or if every time I try to say something, you get an attitude and you rebuttaling me or you going over, well, do whatever you gonna do then. Why are you call one of your people that want to hear you talk that craziness? Because I don't. I'm trying to tell you. And then it puts me in a mood. You know what I'm saying? So no. Get away from them folks that's gonna keep talking about the same stuff over and 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 over. They're gonna keep speaking drama. They're gonna keep speaking craziness. They're gonna keep speaking what they don't have because they say this always happens. I knew this was gonna happen. It happens every time. Every time, always. Those are words that are into eternity. You just spoke hell and disappointment into your life for until you die. You can't speak nothing over my life because you can't even speak it over your own. Haven't talked to my sister in months. She called the other day and it's still the same thing. I told you, girl, when you start your journal, baby, you be like this. Day one, I can show y'all a journal. I showed y'all that journal where I was marking off the days. 240 days, 340 days. And this was not my ex husband, this was one of my friends. I just wanted to see 360 straight days. You talked about the exact same thing for 360 days. I would just put a mark if they brought it up. Put a mark if they brought it up. Put a mark if they brought it up. I'll write their name. Put a mark if they brought it up. Put a mark. Oh, and when I tell you I study the people around because you're not about to have me irritated and crazy, I'm not doing it. Listen, y'all, when I say case study 105, Case study 107. Case study 1642. I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to study everybody I'm around. It ain't one person that's going to be calling my phone or that I'm chatting with that I'm not going to study. I'm going to watch your patterns. I'm going to see how you move because you're going to affect my moods if you are in my life and on my phone. And if you ain't got it together, then I'm going to have to deal with your BS. No. It's okay to vent and it's okay. But if I can go back in my journal and see a mark that you have talked about this area, hell no. So in the time that I listened to you talk about whatever you was going to talk about for 30 minutes, I could have been learning a new language. And most times we talk to our best friend or our person every day. So in the time that you sat listening and talking about whatever, what could you have done? Could you have wrote your business plan? Could you have started to look into a new profession? Could you have started to look into maybe getting something going for your kids? Like it's a lot that you could do with 5 hours in a week. You spend 5 hours talking about what ain't going on, what ain't happening, what is always happening, what's going to be, and all of this, instead of finding a damn solution. I don't get 10. I'm trying to tell you I don't. It don't even got to be grumpy. You just messy. You know everybody else's business, but you don't know nothing that's going on with you. You can tell me everybody else's business, but your life is not moving. In any way, not in education, not in finances, not in you working on yourself. Like your life is still right there. So you maybe if you stop focusing on everybody else and you start to take time and withdraw and look at your own self, you wouldn't have time. Because I just be trying to figure out how everybody has so much time to be in everybody else's business. Because I don't even be having time to be in my own. I don't. Like how the people come in here and try to tell me what I need to be teaching. I just be trying to figure out what I'm supposed to teach. I don't have time to be telling you what you need to be teaching. I just be trying to figure out what I'm trying to teach. I can't be worried about your man because I'm just worried about being ready for the one God gonna send me. I don't care. Changing me for my new partner. That's it. That's all. I don't what they do in their marriage, what they doing in their house, what they doing that don't they don't it ain't changing nothing right here. I promise you it ain't. If you don't listen to the warnings that come your way, it don't change my house none. If you want to keep going back doing the same thing, it don't change my life none. And if I start not talking to you, then it really ain't gonna affect my life because I'm not even gonna know you're going through it. Like I told y'all, when I don't fool with people, I don't be on their pages. I don't care what they doing. I don't care who they talk to. Because if I'm gonna be doing that, I need to just let you back in my life. That's a waste of damn time. I don't care if you, I mean, I might wonder if you miss hanging out with me. But to go looking through your pages and go looking to see what you're doing, oh no, baby, I ain't got time like that. Cause I can't get nothing new going searching for old stuff. So then, as much as I walk with my pain, I can miss the hell out you. But I guarantee you this: if I didn't talk to my mama for 3 years, that need to tell you something. And I missed the hell out that lady. It was so many things I went through that I needed my mother. But because the relationship was just sour, I wasn't gonna add more gasoline to the fire. No. Now it's different if you just don't want to listen to the advice that your parent is giving you that can actually help your life. But there are some parents that give their children advice because they want to keep them under their thumb. And I wasn't that kind of parent. I'm still trying to, you need to be self sufficient because God can take me today, then what you gonna do? You ain't gonna have me to call for advice. You're not gonna have me to call and say, Mom, can you help me with this? Or you need to get it. I don't want you see, I don't live in a state with none of my kids. My baby just turned 20, but she been living on her own since she was 17. She made a choice. Now I'm gonna work and go to school and stay here, wait 4 months and give me a place. And that's exactly what her and her little sister did. And they were 17 and 18. Like I ain't raising you to be having to come back to my house every day. Hell no. I don't want you to have to depend on me. If you need me, yes. But depend on me? Oh hell no. Because then you'll never get it for yourself. Your mom is toxic and violent. That's why I've been gone since 11. For real. 1991, honey. On the road again. It just can't. Look. Damn, I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna get one. I had one. I think I left it. But I strapped up nigga. Listen here. I can hold the road in. It's time to go. Come on, Bessie. Let's go. Come on. We're just leaving with our old satch in the water bag. We ain't got no money enough. We'll make some money on the way. Don't worry about it. Come on. Come on, Bessie. What you mean? I got to go. It's some. Put my little satchel on and got to walking in the middle of the night. I'll be thinking about that now and I'll be like, oh my God. I walked 25 blocks to my brother's house at 11 o'clock at night, and I didn't even weigh 110 pounds. Crazy. Cars was stopping. I could have been a Jane Doe. She put me out at 10. I was so scared. Yep. 11. I'm trying to tell you. I've been on my own basically since I was 11 years old. On and off. But more off. I mean, more on than off. More on my own than off. Yeah. Relax. But I wouldn't take that shit back. I had a great life. And what I mean by that is I had some horrible things happen, but the way that God always came through and made it better and worked it out for me because I had integrity. And even though people was lying on me and doing all kind of crazy, like, mom, that Daniel, not Daniel, the 12 patriarchs, Joseph's brothers, baby, listen, I done lived every bit of that. Family members are trying to unalive me because they want what I got. Smear my name through the mud because they're envious. I done went through all of it. People trying to take my kids because they didn't do what they was going to do with their spouses and all kinds of stuff. Tried to poison my kids against me, told my kids horrible lot. Like, you do not understand. And this was at the hands of the people. Some of them gave birth to me. Some of them was instrumental in me being here. And they was trying to tear my life up and I was a whole kid. Like, you got 20-some years on me. Like, why are you not helping me? And not helping me in a way to make yourself look good, actually helping me. I don't get it. That don't make no sense. You trying to put roadblocks in my way. But go to my friends and tell them, oh, you shouldn't like her. You shouldn't be around her. What is wrong with you? You go to the church people and tell the church people, oh, don't deal with her and this and that. I'm your kid. Do you realize that you make yourself look bad when you talk bad about your kids to people? You don't make your kid look bad. You look bad. Because they looking at you thinking, well, what didn't you do? Why? I mean, if you're their parent and you don't make me look bad, you make, because people used to be like, where's your parents at, huh? Well, it's a long story. I'm just like a motherless child right now. Just don't worry about it. So when y'all be talking bad about y'all kids, people be looking at y'all crazy. Like, oh, well, you didn't do nothing. Now, there is some kids that's just bad no matter what you do. But for the most part, no, you didn't do what you were supposed to do as to why that child act like that. Or they act just like you. And now you get to see how offensive you are. You get to see how whatever you are. Like, ooh. You get on my nerves because they act like you. They smart mouth like you. They talk crazy like you. They do whatever they see you do. So if you twerking in front of a phone, they gonna be twerking in front of a phone. If you cussing and doing this and that, they gonna do it. If you don't know how to keep your hands to yourself, when they go to daycare, when they go to school, you're always gonna be getting a call. They ain't gonna be in trouble because they don't have no discipline and you don't either. They see you talking crazy to people and you're in a public space. Guess what your kids is gonna do? They act just like they learn from watching you before you ever teach them and sit down and tell them they learn. You say, oh, they start forming their mouth. Oh, babies. You blink, they blink. You smile, they smile. You frown, they frown. Okay, so they learn by watching. You didn't have to tell them to smile. You just smiled and they smiled. You didn't have to tell them to blink. You just blinked and they mimicked you. They got all your bad habits. So don't be talking about, I don't know where they get this from and I don't know why they act like that. Yes, you do. They act just like you. And then you try to punish them for being you when you won't even change you. Extra, extra, read all about it. Your kid is you. And what did you put in them? That's the tea. You did it to your damn self. Not caring about their emotions, giving them everything they want, and not making them see the value in sharing and community. You like them being able to stun on people, and so then when somebody hurt their feelings or they don't have everything and they don't get to be the star of the show, now you're upset. Well, you don't care about doing that to other people. You don't care about your kids making other people feel like they're not good enough or they don't have enough or they're not as good as them. So why you mad when somebody do it to yours? Stop it. Why are you mad when your kid is not the one getting all that there is to be got? Like it's a real thing. People do this. And it's fun when the rabbit got the gun, when you the rabbit, but when you don't, and you're on the other side of whatever you don't care about making other people feel, and now you upset. But why? You don't care about making people feel like, oh, you ain't never gonna be good like me, or you ain't never gonna do this like me. You don't care. So then when you have someone that might be better at something than you or is top tier at something that you don't know nothing about, now you want to have an attitude and act like it ain't nothing. But it was something when you was stunting on everybody else. It was something when you was making other people feel like they didn't have no education or whatever it was that you did to put yourself above somebody when you knew for a fact that it was going to make that person feel low. Don't be mad when it happens to you. And sometimes it be your kids that do it to you. Tell you you ain't good enough and they they're better than you. But it was okay when you had them doing it to other people. But what about when they do it to you? Because there's plenty of kids that then got up and honey snooty in their parents' face and all of this and I blah blah blah. And it was because of everything that their parent did, but their parent had them doing that to other kids. It was funny when they did it to kids, but what if they do it to you? People don't want to think about how their actions, but you sow seeds into your own life. So if you sow nasty seeds into your children, into your nieces and nephews, into your cousins, into the people, if you give people advice that you know is going to make their life bad, if you assist in making another person's life bad, like people don't care about keeping people addicted, don't be mad that one of your kids is addicted. Like this is how stuff be happening. You like driving women crazy, don't be mad when a nigga is driving your daughter crazy. Like people don't think about that. You don't care about womanizing or being whatever dishonest. Don't be trying to be in your daughter or son business trying to tell them what to do and you know how you conduct yourself because it ain't always gonna come back to you. The Bible says that the sins of a father and a mother basically hit their kids. So God knows you could take it, but your baby can't. And it's gonna hurt you to see what you love more than yourself. Go through what you put somebody else through. That's a pain. Because you don't care if they do it back to you. But when they do it to your baby, well, somebody else had to see their baby hurt. Somebody else had to see their son or daughter hurt because of your actions. That person had a mom and daddy or a kid or somebody, and you didn't care about how you affected their family, so don't be mad when yours is affected. You said it hit different then, don't it? You don't care about how spicy your words are. Don't be talking crazy when somebody then called your daughter a low down, dirty. Don't be mad, and it's the truth. And see, that's gonna hurt because it be the truth. The scum bucket without the S, but you always talking about and didn't know your baby was throwing it back way earlier than them other girls. Your little princess. Your son got sticky fingers. You want to talk about the boy down the street, but you don't know your son been hitting everybody's house. He ain't working for that. Be careful how you judge, folks. Be careful what you say, because whatever you are okay with somebody else going through, you just signed up for it. You just signed up on the list for the next round. This is why when you don't want to ease other people's pain and you want to, whatever, then you find yourself in situations, the very situations you was okay with putting somebody else in, I promise you. And that's why I don't be trying to put nobody but in a better situation. Because then when people see me, if I'm in a bad situation, I want people to help me. So no, I don't want you to struggle. No, I don't want you. Now you're not gonna use me, but even with that, you said you need some help. What you need me to do? Now I can do what I can, and that's it. But if you like to see other people struggling, you like to see other people beneath you, they will be above you shortly. I promise. Because God said, He said, I'm gonna make the tail the head and the head the tail. So whoever put themselves first is gonna be last, and whoever don't care about going last and they do put other people before themselves, they will be first. This is law anywhere. That's why I always be trying to put people before myself. Because then my daddy put me to the front of the line. I don't gotta push. They part to see. How you doing? You doing okay? Thank you. You said I'm the first one through the door? You said I get to be the first one. Don't mind if I do. I learned a secret. When you don't put people before yourself, God puts you first. And folks be mad. But because they called you stupid, they called you naive, they said you buying your friends, they said you doing this and you doing good. Good evening. Are you serious? On either one? Yeah, they playing. Because you know what we be talking about. They going back through my stuff. Because they try to put themselves or go around you or go behind your back and do it first. And they don't know you're not even in a race. I'm not in a race with anybody. I'm doing this because I want to. I don't care if anybody knows that I like it, I'm doing it or not. It makes me happy. And if you're not doing it for that, you're cheating yourself, because when you don't get the reaction of people being wowed over whatever you got or, gawking, then you be mad. But the only reason you got it is so that people could gawk over it. And then when they don't, you just wasted your damn money. You said you're speaking life into, I study people for a living. I'm trying to tell how they seen it. I've seen it in all races, all colors, all families, all creeds, jobs, the trap, the streets. The nigga that didn't care about letting everybody go to the door first always had the most money. Because you know why? He didn't have to have a lot of clients come to the door, because his clients came with 400, 500 every time. He don't care. He didn't already got his money. When I was in a club, I would leave $2, $5. They be like, girl, you better get that money. Because I just sowed a seed. And you know what happened my next set? raining dollars. Hallelujah, it's raining. Listen here. Amen. Like, you hear me? I'm trying to tell you. Because the law works everywhere. I leave her 10 and leave the stage with 500. It's an even trade-off. She didn't have no money. The hell? And the nigga saw her with a little change, so they went on and threw her a little extra, so she made something. It worked wherever you go, I'm trying to tell you. I didn't see it working in trap. I didn't see it working in the strip club. I didn't see it working in corporate America. The people that didn't steal other people's accounts, even though they could have, and they said, no, I wouldn't do that. They worked hard on that account. They did all the work, but they just couldn't come to work today. And they wouldn't steal. They'll get some payoff that they've been trying to get that the person just, and the person will call in with their Amex card and just pay the whole 50 grand off. So they got a $10,000 check coming at the end of the month. Listen, I have seen this. Jesus. Are you serious? I am so sorry to hear that. And this is why we have the hashtag warm up the world going. I am so sorry to hear that. Be right back. Oh, it's right here. These are important. Y'all, these are important. You will spend $60 on wings. You will spend $60 at the movies. These are $35, and you can spend $4 at Walmart. They got some at Walmart too. And hand these out for under $50. You can help somebody not have this situation right here. Come on, y'all. It's a 2-in-1 heater. We handed them out to the homeless and the people that have to live in like the 10 communities. Every city got them. If you got enough money to go buy a propane tank, okay. Because it's a second round of this Arctic stuff coming, y'all. There's 5 of these here now. I done pulled out all my old blankets. Lowe's has cheaper butane tanks. Thank you. So Lowe's, Walmart, wherever, you know. But I pulled out all my extra blankets that I keep trying to shove in the closet. And my kids and grandkids carry their own blankets. We all Linuses. I don't got to worry about that. I done pulled out my comforters that used to go in my bed. I done washed them up with my homeboy come. I already got the butane for these. They pots and pans will be here. Even the toilet seats came. You hear me? Y'all, if you got a honey bun, you can spend it on a person that can't go inside. Oh. I'm gonna have to take this back up. But think about having to walk to the bathroom 10 minutes in sub-degree weather, right? Your pots came today, that part. Come on now, y'all. We got to look out for the people that have less. Yep, the 30s in Texas tomorrow freezes. This is what I'm saying. If you can't spare, y'all can spare, y'all. You hear me? You can spare $70 to go get one of these. These is $35, and they got little spigots at Walmart. If you don't even want to do that, they got the little spigots for hunting at Walmart. They got heaters at Walmart, like the big red ones they used to use, but it's silver and it glow red for $35 that they can hook to a propane tank. But this is what we got for them too. Not the tent, but the toilet. So they don't have to go and walk. I mean, I couldn't buy a lot of them, but they was only $20, $19. So they can, I'm going to put some trash bags with this. Because if you don't have no toilet, where you going? And you in a tent. Lowe's is $21 for propane. Thank you. Okay? So we got these. We got some heaters. We got them some pots and pans. Hopefully they got some soup. These things make a difference, y'all. They make a difference. Because with the weather going down, we know it's people that have their children outside. They cannot be walking in negative 21-degree weather. You use the 5-gallon bucket exactly. But we don't know who got one and who don't. Maybe if they have this, they can have it in a tent and use the bathroom in the warmth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Or make a, maybe they already have a smaller tent that they use to wash up. I don't really know, but because they can take that heater is portable. They can take it with them. No, don't send money here. Stephanie, wherever you live, I need you to get on Amazon and order one of these. Go get the stuff and take it to a tent community in your state. We trying to get every state or country, wherever you at. If it's cold, we don't want you to send the money here. No, I did what I'm gonna do. Yes, I need you to go in your community. It's like in every community where it's cold, somebody is homeless and can't go in no shelter or don't have nowhere to go. God will lead you to that person, and you can get them one of these. And CERCA found out she was doing it wrong the other day. It's okay to be wrong. But, so this, they can use it as a cooktop and put a skillet right on top of here. Or they can put this down in here like this. And I'm not going to push it down because I don't think you do. But it's now a radiator heater. And they can turn it up and down. Okay? To higher low, and it's portable. And the butane just goes down, the isobutane, it goes down in the bottom. But if I'm not mistaken, this one takes propane. You can hook it to a propane too. I think that's why it has it. I think you can hook it to a propane tank too. Check and make sure, but I think you can, because the other ones that I have coming, you can hook them to isobutane. It does. Okay. So if you buy a propane tank, this is $35. A propane tank can last them with heat and being able to cook for 4 days for $21 at Lowe's. So for under $100, you could keep somebody from freezing to death, y'all. They have portable camping pots on sale for like $17. They small, they stack up. They could cook some soup. That's going to warm up their tent. They could boil water. That's going to warm up their tent. They can go get snow and have this running and just have it boiling, and it's going to keep that tent moist and hot, like getting out of the shower. You see what I'm saying? And we got they'll be here tomorrow. We got some the foil blankets, the emergency. I mean, they thin, but they reflect that heat. So we're going to give out 2 or 3 of those so they can put them up on the inside or the outside of their tent. I don't know. Well, no, she was talking about the big tanks. Hot tomato. She was talking about like a whole propane tank, the big ones that you use for barbecue. That's what she was talking about. Yeah, she was talking about a big one. Yeah. So, but you can hook these to, different ones. Walmart has the 2-in-1 sale for $30 with $40 off here in Emma. On what? They 2 for $30 and it's $40 off, so you get it for free. Wait a minute, what is you getting? In Alabama? Because some gas? Walmart has 2-in-1. Oh, a 2-in-1 for $30 with $40 off. So they free in Alabama. They'll make it free. It's a 2-in-1 gas stove. Don't that make it free? If they got $40 off and it's a 2-in-1 for $30, Oh, they were 70. Oh, okay, 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 okay. No, 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 no. They're not free. So they were 70. They took 40s. Okay, I see what you're saying. So the 2-in-1 is 30. They got it for 30. That's because they seen Amazon running that sale. And we've been hitting Amazon. Y'all know y'all went and got them. And I told y'all Walmart pay attention to our buyer trends too. I was about to run over there too. No, they $30. So it's the same. So it's $5 cheaper or so than this one. Look, everybody was like, let me go and see. You going to get yours tonight? Good job. Please, y'all, if you can, instead of balling out on the dinner, while this Arctic stuff is going on, if you know where there is a tent city close or you know where there is a group of homeless people, please go get them something, y'all, so they can at least stay warm for one night. People have family members that send them money and stuff. They might be able to get out during the daytime and get to a Walmart or something and go get them a couple of propane things. You never know. But at least they have something. At least they got something. They can cook with this. They can set a pot on top of this. Or they can take it off and put the little camping pot on top of this. Eating hot soup and having your body warmed up with hot water can stop you from freezing to death as well. Because your inside, your body temperature stays up. Do you see what I'm saying, y'all? It's people, we already know this from last year, that it was people that died. And we see today, Angel, I'm sorry, but it's somebody now in our community that lost somebody. And we just started the Warm Up the World Challenge a couple of days trying to avoid this very thing. There's kids that are homeless with their parents right now. And if you don't care about that, that is mind blowing. That you would rather go buy Jordans, Uber Eats, or whatever than to make sure that a family or a person could be here for another day. Your sister's power was out for 20. Yeah, yeah, right. It could be a family just in a house. It don't even, you right. It's people that got houses, but they ain't got no heat right now. Or they pipes is busted and everything is in there as well, and they don't got no hotel to go to. So if they gotta stay up in one room and ice skate through the kitchen, they can cook noodles on here, soup, hamburger helper, hell. I'll be dropping my 4 2-in-1 stove heaters combos plus extra goodies out tomorrow. I have to pick up the soup tomorrow. Come on, Auntie. It's either gonna be tomorrow for me or Saturday. It's either gonna be tomorrow or Saturday. I gotta finish getting all the stuff. It'll be here, but yeah, because they said it's about Friday. Supposed to get down to 17 too, and I guess it's gonna be a couple good days, and it's gonna be raining and wet, and it's gonna drop cold. So whenever you can get it out, even if it's when it's already happening, but you know for a fact that you got a car and you can get out and go take it whenever you can get it. Please, y'all. We want to show God that we're appreciative of us being able to do just a little bit to help somebody else be comfortable. If you got extra blankets that you know you don't use and you keep them for when your family come, God will bless you with some more. Go get them folks some blankets to layer under. You done got them a heater, some pots and pans or soup or whatever you done got them. Like, yes, I guarantee you folks is probably going to cry. Happy tears. And guess what? You get to be God to somebody for a day. What I mean by that, I don't mean you a God. I mean God used you to answer a prayer. You get to be Jesus, should I say, not God. You get to be Jesus for a day and take care of the needs. Because everywhere that Jesus went, he took care of the needs of the people. No matter what, if they was a Samaritan or whatever, he still took care of the needs of the people. I said that wrong. No, you're not a God, but you know what I'm saying? You get to be Jesus to somebody today and be and please don't expose them. You don't got to take no pictures unless them people want to take pictures with, exactly. You don't got to take no pictures with them. Right? You don't have to. And that's why I'm saying just give it. Think about it. If you in your worst situation, would you want somebody to take a picture of you? I wouldn't. I don't care what you giving me. Thank you, but if you gotta publicize it, I don't. So if you giving, God said what you do in secret, He'll reward you openly for it. You don't got to tell nobody. Okay. Check out the Vesta self-powered camping indoor outdoor heater and stove. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I was just talking about. You don't have to be seen. We do a lot around here. Now we talk about it because you all send in money, so it'd be like a meeting. When we having a school meeting, when I tell y'all what we got to do, but y'all don't know every single name of every single person we've helped, and people won't know. Now the communities we help, yes, because you have to know what we sent. But just to be like, oh, we help this person, we help no, nobody don't even need to know you got no help from us. You have healing hands and no one believes in you. I don't know what to say about it. Yeah, thank you. I'll be right back. I need to make coffee. So, and y'all know I ain't really got no scriptures or nothing today. It's life lessons, I guess. It's been a lot of that lately, is what I'm thinking. Because it's a lot of people that still haven't learned and they're going to keep going through the same crazy stuff. And it sucks, but they will drag you into that mess. And you'll be feeling heavy and don't even know why. You'll be feeling like, oh, woe is me. And it ain't even your stuff. It's everybody else's stuff that don't have nothing to do with you. Don't do it to yourself. Please. Because it keeps you stagnant and keeps you from being able to move into what God wants you to do because you're dealing with everybody else's stuff. Don't do it. Oh, I don't know. No, I'm just happy to help people out. Me too. To be kind to somebody that ain't had to give you nothing. They don't have to be under your thumb and be reminded every single time and all of this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Stop people letting dump their trash in your yard. And you gotta be the one to pick it up. And your trash don't come for 2 weeks, so you gotta hold on to that crap. I'll be right back. Stop letting people dump in your life. right, y'all. I'm about to get off. I'm probably not gonna be on here much longer. Don't forget, it happened to me 1 year ago. Our power went off and we were cold. Listen, this will make them get more prepared. I'm trying to tell you. I know. I know it's a lot of people in y'all family thinking about everything y'all said to them. It's a lot of people in y'all family thinking about everything y'all been saying for however you been here. However long you been here. And they came over and they saw you and they said something crazy about you not getting the Christmas stuff for the kids and all of that. Your sister is now. I know. They going back and trying to find them texts that you sent them. They going back and trying to look on your social media posts and see where you posted the links. They're looking at all of that, y'all. Yep, my family thinks we a cult. That's okay. Yes, they calling now, but they blocked. Ooh! Because they were so mean and nasty, and now they can't get the information. High five. Now. Now you need it, and you can't get access to it, so you got to go get it somewhere else, and that's ugly. But that goes back to what I told you about people not wanting to hear from people that they think is less than them or crazy or whatever. Well, now I don't want to talk to you. Now I don't want to sit. I'm not about to go through everything on there. Remember when you said no? I don't remember because I probably sent you the link to it, so you need to go ahead and go look for it. I'm not doing that because when I was trying to send it to you, you didn't want it. I'm not about to spend all of this time. You said literally my life. I'm right. I'm not about to spend time out of my day looking for no. I told you where to go watch the video. You're gonna have to screenshot like everybody else. I'm not about to sit here and do that with you. No. Because I didn't probably send you everything. Because that's what I was doing when I started. My husband apologized to me today about me prepping because we are having water issues because of the weather. I told you they got to come back and be nice. Just listen to me, y'all. Just hear me out. Sarah had to go through it all by herself first and to tell y'all what they was gonna do. I had my whole I had my mama family, my daddy family, my mama's family, my real dad's family, and the dad that I know family. You know what I'm saying? Plus my friends, the church people. And I'm trying to tell them, and they like, you overreacting. They said I done went too far. And then everything that I be telling them happened. And then they be like, hey, sis. No, not hey, sis. Not hey, daughter. Not hey, cousin. Not hey, none of that. No, I don't have nothing to say. I remember what y'all said, and I'm not holding it against y'all, but I don't got time now. I'm busy doing other stuff. When I had time and I was sending y'all the stuff, y'all wouldn't even reply. So no, I don't have time to go through my list and tell you everything you need. I actually don't. I got 2 videos on YouTube you can go watch and get the names there. That's what I got for you. I'm not wasting my time because you thought I was wasting your time when I was trying to send it to you. And that's not being ugly. It's just other stuff happening. I'm still prepping. I'm still trying to figure out what I need to be doing. So no, I don't have time to sit with you. I don't. Listen. I dehydrated pulls water from the air. I have a little power generator to be able to work it. Okay. The name calling and the gossip is so discouraging. Quit telling them. Don't talk to your family. Okay, listen. One of the laborers said he's not just buying into the prepping for the disaster stand. I'm still shaking my head. Dude is an army vet. He knows how this works. He'll be calling and tell me I was right. That part, auntie, and will. But guess what? Don't worry about it because they're going to be calling you names when you don't share with them, too. You stop telling them right. I don't got nothing to say. I tell my kids, and even with them, I'm like, what about health and medicines? We have a lot of classes on that. You're gonna have to go and do a mail override and go to your insurance company and get 90 days of your medicine and maybe learn, at that time you might have to split it in half or something to stretch it. So That's what people were doing here. They were doing mail overrides through their insurance company and getting a 90-day emergency supply of info. And you know what? Think about it. What the young lady just said about what's happening up in Buffalo. They snowed in or whatever's going on up there. There's not even no emergency. You can't even call 911. So if you didn't get your prescriptions before they declare a state of emergency, you hit. Right. Right, Miss Lady. So, I mean, people can keep. It's people that wasn't prepared for none of this stuff that just happened. But you know what's crazy? If you had that solar power generator and you was worried about your pipes freezing, you could have taken your solar generator and plugged your heater and your electric heater into it, right? And have that going against at least the pipes under your sink. I don't have any. We already talked about it. I saw you type that earlier. Honey, that was like 2 weeks ago. We did a class on it. You got to go back and watch the old classes around that time. We talked about it then. I'm still trying to get my daughter to buy a gas mask. Shaking my head. I'm over it. I bought mine for my house. She ain't in my house. Kiva, I'm trying to tell you. I've been telling them they've been doing what they want to do with their money. I I love my grandkids and everything, but everybody is making their own choices. And if you can buy some shoes, you can buy a gas mask. If you can go buy a new outfit, you can buy some survival food. I can't, and I'm not going to be worried about it. I have taken my money, the little money I get, and every time I turn around, I'll be on Amazon looking. Okay, if it's $20 can get me 4 pounds of powdered milk. You'll spend $20 on one meal at McDonald's, and then go back tomorrow and spend another 20. Well, for that 40, you could have bought some dehydrated meat, chicken, or dehydrated ground beef, or dehydrated vegetables, or something. So people are making their choices now, and you can't let them make you feel guilty or nothing, because when this all hits and it's hitting right now, you can cover your pipes with pool sticks from the Dollar Tree to keep them from freezing. Thank you, y'all. Get you some pool sticks and go to the garage. But this is the thing: when it all goes down, they're gonna be calling y'all selfish. I can't believe that you would let my kids go hungry. No, I can't believe that you would let your kids go hungry. You can't make me feel bad about nothing, because I've been telling you all the time and you didn't want to hear it. So now I don't. You're not gonna. I'm not gonna cry or nothing. I can't. I can't be sad because you decided. You decided to not listen to me, to tell me I was in the cold, to tell me you don't got time for that. I'm going to buy jars tomorrow so I can make powdered eggs and store food. Come on. I don't have to feel bad because your kids, like, just like old boy in Leave the World Behind, he said, don't worry about what I got in here. Y'all was worried about living them elite lives. Well, I'm about to live it now, because I got all the goods now. You got them pretty houses and all of those big TVs, and they had all the TVs that come out by the pool and all this old stuff. Okay, but you ain't got nothing if the world ends. It wasn't even no food in there. Y'all couldn't watch TV, wasn't no radios, wasn't no shovels. There was no emergency anything. So this little girl had to weather going through some dang forest to get to the other side to try to find some food. I don't care about living a fashionable life, and that ain't never been a thing for me. I like to eat, and I want to be warm. I bought me and my daughter gas masks. Anyone else in this house on their own? If you got money for everything else, $35, you better order you one. Come on, Auntie. I used to feel bad. I don't no more. I promise you. After the pandemic, how I saw people getting all that money and they wasn't doing nothing with it, baby. And I was putting my twos and fuse together too. That's when I was couponing. Listen, and people say, "Oh my God, you need." I don't need to give you nothing, because when I was telling you the coupon a couple years ago, when I was telling y'all, God kept telling me something was coming. Nobody wanted to listen. Now everybody want to go buy dehydrators, and now everybody. This was during the pandemic, but I already had my stuff. I had my meat grinders. Everything. Everything I needed, I pretty much already had it. So I told you, me and my ex-husband, we was chilling. We had 2 freezers full of food because I had been taking turkeys that whole year, grinding them up, putting that stuff in there, keeping my stock. I had been buying bleach. I didn't know what was coming from May of 2017 until December of 19. I couponed. I never couponed in my life. Now I know why. Everything that was cleared out in the stores, I had it in my house. I moved here in May of 2021, and I still had stuff from COVID. From before, I'm sorry, not from COVID, but from before the pandemic. I didn't have to buy laundry soap, bleach, nothing. I didn't. So I didn't. We didn't have to go out for food, for water, nothing. You said some store shelves is empty now. And with the way they knocking down these cargo ships, we don't know what we got. Because we've been knowing that the big old caverns under the cities ain't got nothing in their diesels. Ain't nothing in there. We've been knowing that since January or no, what? March or April of 2022. That black guy got under there and showed us in Missouri is one of the because it's like the hub. So the trucks coming from north, south, east, or west refrigerated would go under there. He said, y'all, this is supposed to be filled. This miles and miles under here. There's nothing here. This was 2 years ago. You think they filled them up now? No. No, they're not making any food. They're not producing it. The largest produce plant in the world burned down in 2022. They burned 90, what, at least 70% of the egg producing chickens in the United States. They killed them. They killed 3 million chickens one time. Each one of those chickens hatched at least 2 to 3 eggs every day. So it ended up being 9 million or 18 million eggs that was supposed to be going into our economy every day in 22 that was not going into the stores every day in 22. And you can go look it up because we was counting. They killed 1.3 million chickens. They killed 4.2 million, blah, blah, blah. And that's when it started being an egg shortage. Yep, they tainted the feed so that the chickens would stop laying. Come on now. And then said they were sick, and so they got rid of them. It's a real thing out here. The cows, everything. The fish was going belly up in the waters. Y'all don't remember? Like in Illinois, Mississippi, everybody was showing them fish dead all down them little creeks and stuff. This is the fact. I live in a rural area. They were paying farmers to turn over their crops, meaning destroy their crops. Okay. Another food plant just blew up this week. Where? I finally started making my own feed and started getting eggs again. Wow. So they were making the chicken sterile. What else did we talk about that they made sterile? We talked about that back then. What else did they make sterile? But they got a nice word for sterile. What's it called? But what's it called? It's a one word. Start with an S. Seedless. 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 If it's seedless, it's a sterile fruit. It can't reproduce anything. Watermelons produce seeds so you can grow more watermelons. Strawberries produce more strawberries, apricots, mangoes. So when you sell seedless fruit, then you are selling sterile fruit. So then nothing else can be grown from that. If if they say you are what you eat and we eat everything that's sterile, do we wonder why we have fertility problems in our world today? Because everything that we pretty much eat is sterile. And so you become what you are, sterile. You don't produce. Oranges don't have seeds anymore. I remember oranges you had to constantly put 2, 3 seeds in one slice, and they'd be big and busting open like with veins and whatnot. Now you could barely find an orange with a seed in it. Grapes, yep. Bananas, all of them, yep. They're making us eat sterile things. His words don't change. Yeah, not producing. You see how agriculture goes in everything. I keep trying to tell you, when you study sowing and reaping, it takes you a whole lot of places you never even thought you would be in your life when you really study agriculture and study sowing and reaping. I promise. Because when you understand that every fruit and vegetable don't grow at the same season, so everything in your life is not going to come easy. Some stuff like spinach grow fast and it'll just keep growing and you pluck it. It ain't that much to do with that. But other fruit, you have to have the right sun, the right this, the right that. If you plant it too early, if you plant it too late, all of those things. Like I said, with the asparagus, they take 3 years to grow, but then they grow for 17 years. You never have to plant it. And some of them grow for 20, 25 years, depending on the one that you get. So you plant one time, but you got to wait for 3 years. But after that, you don't ever have to plant it again for another 17 years. So there's blessings that you sow a long time ago and they take a while to get, but you're going to eat off of them for the rest of your life. Then there's some stuff that come up because it's just that. It's just like lettuce and stuff. You just keep and it just keeps going, but it's not very much substance in that. Okay? So, with that, there are things in your life that you are growing. Okay? There are things in your life that take longer to come because they're going to produce more. You said, I have asparagus now 4 years. You can eat them fresh, no cooking needed. So good, too. There you go. And they shoot up overnight. They can grow inches and then you clip them and then they shoot up. And then, by literally, I watched videos about it. It's mind blowing. I tried to grow some. I actually planted some at one of my old apartments, so they probably getting the asparagus and don't even know that's what it is growing up there. Because I planted some and then I moved, and it's been 3 years since I planted them. So they probably trying to think they weeds and don't know they got a gang of asparagus growing out there. Yeah, Jacqueline, that's been a thing. Hmm. So that's what I'm saying. When you understand like fruits and vegetables and what they take and all of that stuff, it'll change your life about waiting and getting frustrated when you don't see something right away. Because if it's a asparagus style blessing, then you gotta wait longer, but it's gonna produce a lot and very quickly and fast and for a long time. You see what I'm saying? Strawberries and stuff don't take as long to grow, but they're only in season for a little bit. Potatoes and stuff, they can pretty much grow all year round if you have the right conditions and stuff, depending on because they can grow under the ground in the snow and all of that. Some things can grow through harsh conditions. Some things, is moment the cold or the frost or the heat get to it, it's done. You see what I'm saying? So with that, I need y'all to focus, y'all. I hear thank you for all of the information, but we talking about something else right now. Starting to feel like Tourette. Collard greens can be grown in the snow, right? So stop getting so offended when stuff does not grow right away. You gotta go study agriculture so you can understand 5 or 6 different fruits, and then put whatever faith thing that you're asking God for. If it's a big, big, big thing or something that you want to go, maybe it's an asparagus type prayer. So you have to wait on it, and it has to produce, and it has to grow, and this and that. Start equating your situations to, is this a strawberry type deal? Is this just a seasonal thing? Is this something that's gonna be able to take me through a crazy winter? I go out there and get the greens and the potatoes and the onions or whatever. Like you gotta start looking at what you dealing with, And then also look at what you're sowing. Because some people just throw seeds out there. They don't even take the time to learn that you gotta plant them so far apart because the roots will entangle and none of your plants is gonna do nothing because it's not enough nutrients around. Like some things you gotta plant them in like a hill type thing. So the roots grow down and the plant grows up, but you gotta plant them 3 feet apart because squash and green beans. Green beans and squash, you got to plant them away. Because green beans or peas, whichever one it is, them little feelers will choke everything else you got out. They reach all the way across your garden to choke out another fruit to sustain themselves. Squash need to be 3 to 5 feet apart because they grow so big and wide that they'll suck all the nutrients from anything that's within a however many inch. So you gotta understand. You understand? Everything don't grow the same way. Relationships ain't supposed to be overnight. That's like greens and stuff. They take a long time because you got to season them and the flavors got to get in. Folks want to get into a situation and think, oh, it's supposed to be perfect already. Well, then you didn't even wash the damn greens and take the stalks off. And why they throw seeds. Yes, that's different. But I'm saying you can't take a whole bag of seeds and just throw them right on the ground. Something is not going to produce because there's not enough space for everything to eat and live. That's agriculture. Period. Because roots and things have to have space to grow, just like we do too. Sunflower plants, you can make your own. Right, right. I'm just saying, y'all. Yeah, yeah, I'm saying, but you have squash plants and zucchini plants will make another plant from the original. Yeah, yep. I'm just saying, y'all, we really not talking about vegetables. Okay, we're really talking about you and your life and what you're growing and what you're planting. We're really not talking about vegetables. I need y'all stay with me. Okay, we're using the reference, but we're really not talking about vegetables. We're talking about comparing them to what's going on in your life. The Bible talks about sowing and reaping. What you sow, you reap. So that's we're not talking about vegetables. I just want you to know that. I'm needing you to go see how long it takes to grow stuff so that you can equate what it is that you're asking God for to whatever, yes, parables. Thank you. Like mushrooms. If you was here earlier for the class, you know. I text somebody and said, excuse me, can you give me the website for the mushroom box, please? I was like, what? You got the website for the mushroom box or what? This one of the most they knew what I was talking about. Most mushroom boxes come as a 3-pack. That's all. In a black and gold box. You know. Just the plastic. Anyway, I'm about to go. I gotta go do something else. I don't want to sit in front of this computer all day. I'm just saying. Thank y'all for warming up the world. Yeah. I love y'all too. Thank y'all for warming up the world. Mm-hmm. I appreciate everybody that's taking money out of their own pocket to go make sure that someone else. You're welcome. I pray. See, we don't always got to do the hooping and hollering. We do life lessons over here too. We do a lot of it. And a lot of this stuff I'm telling y'all, I had to deal with it my own self. That's the only reason that I can talk about it so confidently. These are things that I had to do. I can only teach from what I know. So a lot of the exercises that I have y'all do and the things that I ask y'all to equate are things that I have notes on it. I had to do it. That's I can tell you about the agriculture and tell you about the different vegetables and what not that I grew them all, but I had to understand what things were what in my life. You see what I'm saying? And so then, like I said, seasons, understanding seasons. And this is what made me start looking at patterns. All of these things, it's just replicas of nature. But if you don't understand nature, then you won't understand. So you can read the Bible talking about sowing and reaping, but you not really comprehending it because you haven't taken the time to go study a little bit about agriculture to see exactly what God was saying. Some seeds you can throw them out on, and then the sun gonna burn them, and they not gonna grow. Like that is a powerful lesson. You see what I'm saying? Some stuff you put money into it, but it didn't grow because you wasn't even planting in the right type of soil. Some plants need super wet soil. If it's a water lily or something like that, they don't need no soil. They need water. Some plants need completely dang near almost dry soil, like cactuses and stuff. You put them in a super soggy place, they not gonna work out. So you got to even understand where you are planting. Look, it work with baby daddies and baby mamas too. Be careful who you let plant in your garden, and be careful what garden you plant in your seed in. Because the product of that could be disastrous. It can make people sick or it can heal people. Is that not sowing and reaping? You hear me? It's the seed. The Bible talks about a man's seed. And they talk about the woman being a garden. You know what I'm saying? In the garden, everything lush and moist and beautiful and growing. You grow stuff there. Everything just beautiful. You ever been in that thing at the zoo? I can't think of what it's called. What is the planetarium or whatever it's called? Where it's just moist. You could be coming in from outside, and you go in there, and it's just everything. You just feel the humidity. You hear me? And something grows there. It could be bacteria or a baby. The botanical gardens, right? So you see what I'm saying? You hear me? So it's be careful. The Bible talks about yeast and how you only need a little bit to blow up stuff, right? Have you ever heard of the precursor to an eruption? It's more potent than the eruption. You only need a little bit, and something is gonna swell up. The baby batter. You hear me? Niggas is walking around here with yeast in they mushrooms swelling up. It be buns and all kinds of ovens, and you only need a little bit. You don't even need the rest of it. You made too much. I mean, it's all right there. I'm just saying. Never mind. It's the truth. It is the truth. Am I not? 6 pound, 9 month bun, loaf of bread. A 6 pound, 9 ounce loaf of bread. You said it. I'm just trying to tell you. The rest of it was a waste. You only did a little bit. And now you got a whole muffin. Sometimes you get 2 loaves of bread. We talk about the yeast that the Lord gave the men. Just a physical yeast. And you only need a little bit, and then you will have a bun in the oven. It makes this baby batter. You all know what is baby batter. Men have baby batter, but it's like yeast. You only need a little bit. You leave it overnight, and you come back, and everything swell up magically. Magically. Mm-hmm. It's called baby batter. You can't make a baby without it. It's like yeast. Is it or is it not? It does the exact same thing as yeast. Y'all don't bake bread. See, that's why y'all don't get the analogy because y'all don't bake bread. If you bake your own bread, you'll understand. You got to take the yeast and put it in warm water. Let the yeast sit for a couple minutes. And then you add it to the mixture. Well, ain't that how it happened? Then you got to work it over. Then you leave it, you come back, it's to swell up. Is that not how baby batter works? Okay then. Baby gravy, baby batter, that's right. Okay. You take a seed, you sow it in a dark place in the ground, you water it, and something come out of there. It's the same cycle everywhere you go. So baby batter is like yeast. And the Bible says you only need a little yeast, a little leaven, leaven a whole lump. That means you only need a little yeast to make a big old mess. And it blows up so big you can't have it. The cycle of life. Come on. Look at y'all like, I've never thought about it like that. But you're right. It is exactly like yeast. And you need a warm bowl of water in order for yeast to activate. Well, what you need for baby battle. Huh? Yes, that what? Yes, you need a warm, moist place for the baby batter to activate. Okay, it's the same thing. There ain't nothing gonna rise until it's in a warm place. There you go. Trying to tell y'all the same thing. All right, I'm about to get out here and listen to some music. I need a journal. That's what I need to do. I need to journal. Oh my God, I just bought yeast yesterday. Yeah, make some bread and you will totally get what I'm saying to you. If you've never made homemade bread before, it's an experience. For real. To watch the science of how the gases start to work, it's an experience. I mean, even that is a learning lesson because you have to wait, and then you have to punch it down, and then you have to wait for it to rise again. Some breads you got to make them rise 3 or 4 times so that the right amount of whatever. So when you put it in the oven, the air pockets is in there, or else you're gonna have a flat, heavy bread. Sourdough starter, flour, and water. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank God I just make tortillas. Betty. You just Betty. They blow up too. I didn't sink them. You gotta poke a hole in them. They blow up too. Everybody has seen it. It's basically a pita if you cut it open. Mhm. They get them brown air bubbles. You gotta pop it and then it goes back flat. Am I wrong? Oh, congratulations. Uh-oh, y'all. You said, okay, fine, right. So they blow up too. Y'all, we got another circle little niece coming. Congratulations, Pumpkin. You said my pillow is so you crying over there. You said, listen here, we're good. You got your daily dose of laugh. You got your daily meds. That's all that matter. Y'all, we got another circle little coming. Your hands are tired of making tortillas. Listen, tortillas. Yes, everybody over here said congratulations, y'all. We didn't have a lot of circle littles in these last 2 years. It's a lot of babies that didn't came into this. I know we have a circle little onesie, and I just haven't done anything with it yet. But they be making the onesie so expensive. They be charging you $20 for one onesie. Like we need them in bulk. Hell, you can't be paying $20 for one onesie, and we trying to sell them. Ain't nobody spending $97 on a baby onesie. That's the only reason, because I ain't been able to find a good deal on them. My circle little is 4 months, and I'm pregnant again, girl. That's how it works. So you gonna have your babies exactly like I had my last two. They 13 months apart. 13 months and 5 days. I was about 3, 4 months pregnant when I got pregnant with her. Ooh, I had just got out of my good 90 days, honey. Oh Lord, I felt like I was an elephant. I was pregnant for about my doctor. She said you pregnant like an elephant. Basically, 18 months. You right about there. That's it. Mm, you know, that's not nice to say to me. Or it's like we do, Keish. I'm making fish and chips. All this bread got me hungry. I know I'm about to go find me some. Y'all have a blessed night too. I'm about to go. They are Irish twins, basically. Y'all the first people I told. I ain't even told my family. Girl, you did tell your family. We is your family. We is your family. You told the right people. We happy. Family be like, again. We is happy. We understand the babies don't come from the devil. So we excited. We is your family. You did tell your family, girl. Everybody talking about congratulations. We happy for babies. Other people be trying to make you feel horrible, but don't be. Don't feel bad about nothing. If God didn't want that baby here, they wouldn't be here. Period. Because the devil don't make life, pumpkin. The devil can't give that electricity spark. I'm at peace. And you right, I love y'all. Yeah, we is your family, girl. Don't worry about it. If they say anything, say I got hard. Hell, you don't got to tell nobody the way my daughter did it. Didn't nobody know she was pregnant. Hell, just don't say nothing. Only take the pictures from the thing. Good. Do like Halle Bailey did. It don't matter what you know. If I ain't said yes, you don't need to be worried about it. Is you about to buy something for that? If it was, oh, okay. Well, then it ain't no reason for you to know. Hell, what is you knowing gonna do? If you don't plan on babysitting or nothing, listen, I'm trying to tell you. Don't let nobody make you feel bad about it. Never bring doing something that God told you you're supposed to do. Right. You said just heads up. Friday night with Tia, we'll pop a Jesus juice. We'll pop a baby. I think I've had a little bit to do with some of these circle littles that then came in, and I believe you. Yep, I believe that some of those grown up night folks, they got a little baby better. I believe it. I be trying to keep the love. You see, them Friday Saturdays, China. She said, "Yep, that's about right, Auntie. Yeah, I think that's." It was like, listen here. Listen, I be trying to help folks stay in love and be all, looking at each other like, the kids asleep. That's why I be like, put the kids up. It's our time now. I'm happy. If that's the case, then thank you, Dad. You said that'll do it with DJ Cirque. Listen here, I'm trying to tell you, I be trying to help the husbands and you release endorphins. Guess what happens when all of that's going on? My nieces and nephews are not hearing arguing all day. They not seeing mom and dad not show affection. They not seeing dad not come by and smack mom on the tail and all of the things that show them how relationship is supposed to be. And I'm always gonna try to foster healthy relationships, even if I'm not in one. I still love love, and I love to see married couples living the way that God said they're supposed to live, or at least trying to. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of married people don't want to go out because of all the mess that it brings. So if we can turn up in the house, your wife can twerk, and you can get your little $50 worth of lunch because Circle gonna put some twerk music. I mean, it's your wife. The marriage bed is undefiled. Let her go get us some stilettos and get in y'all room. And when I turn the music on, put the lights on. Make sure the kids sleep or at grandma's house and turn the hell up. You're married. You can do it. Just wait till I get married. Y'all gonna be like, sir, I ain't been here in 2 Fridays because I've been giving y'all what I've been giving. I mean, I'm giving what I've been giving y'all. I've been making sure I'm gonna turn my music on and turn these lights. Turn out the lights. Listen here, I'm not gonna know.
I done helped y'all. See, when you sow seeds into other people's life, you get them back for yourself. So if I sow happiness and togetherness and all of that, guess what I get back? Eventually, it's going to come back multiplied. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a plan to everything. Strategy. Help other people get happy, you get happy. Help other people be miserable, you get even more miserable. That's the problem. You said and do. That part. I want y'all to be happy. I want you to look at your husband and still have, or wife, and still have the butterflies and think about how they make you feel when ain't nobody around. And that's what marriage is about. But now marriage is about buying me bags, and if you can't buy me a big ring and give me a big house and give me a big purse and do all this, I don't want to be married. That ain't even what marriage is about. Marriage ain't never been about that. People be asking for stuff they didn't even invest in. How you gonna try to make somebody do all this stuff for you and you can't even do it for your own damn self? Go away. And that's men too. You be asking a woman, "Oh, you need to be cooking for me." Well, can you cook? Cause you asking for me to do something that you can't even do for me. When's the last time you washed my clothes? You can't ask for nothing you ain't willing to give. And if you don't know, let me teach you. So some of the times when I'm tired, you can just wash them. I don't mind folding sometimes. I put them up and everything, but can you at least wash them and make sure they're washed correctly and not moldy and sour? Because you didn't take the time to sort them or whatever. Like, you don't want to learn. No. Now I'm about to make my life hard. That's the only thing I think I can't handle is a person that doesn't want to learn. If you don't know, it's okay. I don't have no problem with teaching you. Girl, my ex-husband could not do laundry. His stuff still used to smell. I'm like, what did you... First of all, you got too many clothes in here. And why is all your stuff in here together? You didn't put the whites in. It wasn't no sort, no nothing. I said, no, do not wash my clothes. Don't throw my drawers in there. Don't wash nothing of mine. Mm-mm. And so I had to teach him. And now he does laundry just as good. He got going to work, y'all. Once I stopped doing his laundry, because now you don't have to do it yourself. um, He'd say somebody like when he used to go to work and his clothes would smell like gang and stuff. Oh yeah, the wifey, she keep me good. So when he started, he said, I did it myself. I washed them myself. No, my wife don't got me smelling good. I did it all by myself. I said, that's what you told him? Yeah, I told him my wife didn't wash my clothes. I washed them myself. I said, oh my God. Talking about grass. Listen. He was so proud to be able to tell them, no, his wife didn't have him smelling like gang. He had himself smelling like gang. So proud. Y'all know they be so proud. Yeah, I did it myself. I did it by myself. No, my wife didn't wash my clothes. I did it. Yep, they still don't smell like 2 days of sweat because she taught me how to do it right. Mm-hmm. Poor babies. There's some females too. Men didn't have to teach them to cook and clean up and how to wash their tail because their mamas didn't teach them. It's the men that have had to teach women hygiene and how to keep their kids clean and how to comb hair. And my son, 6, just washed his night clothes. So proud, and will. That part. So it goes both ways. But if you're not willing to learn, then this is gonna be a hard road, and I don't have time for that. I do not want to argue with nobody about what you don't know. If you don't know, you're not about to make my life hard, but don't be mad because I know how to do it or I'm willing to learn. And you just want to sit over there and keep talking about what you can't do. Well, you ain't gonna never learn either. So I love y'all. I'm about to go. I shall talk to you all later. My uncle had to teach his wife to cook. Yeah, it girl. Listen. I didn't see it on both sides. I said, damn, how are you 27 and you can't even make spaghetti? That's ridiculous. It ain't nothing but browning the meat. Hell, you damn near don't even gotta season it if you just that hungry. Oh, Bilbo Baggins, thank you. Nope. I don't want to be nobody's heart attack though. See y'all later. Bye.